What's up, guys? Becca Me is here, and welcome to another episode of Smallville histories. With this time, I'm doing the history of Lex Luthor, one of the greatest, he's a guy, he's a villain, and yeah. So Lex Luthor was born in 1980 to Lillian and Lionel Luthor. And yeah. And after, when Lex was like 11 or something, during his mom, when Lex was a kid, his mom became pregnant with Julian Luthor. But obviously, his mom did not want Julian Luthor to herself, did not want Lionel to take another kid. So she killed Julian Luthor as a baby, which is very dark, but what are Luthors but dark and twisted? So, Lionel thought that Lex did it because he found Lex over Julian's crib, but he actually knew it was his mom. He just did not tell Lionel because he did not want Lionel to be mad at his mom. Over the course of time, Lex's mom died of an illness or cancer or something, and it was just Lex and Lionel. And yeah. But yeah. I know I'm forgetting to mention the hair loss, him meeting Clark Kent, meeting a young Clark Kent but not remembering it, and yeah, before all this, he actually met Clark Kent when his father, after the meteor shower, causes him to lose all his hair. He, met Clark Kent, but he didn't actually meet Clark Kent. He met a young Clark Kent. So, yeah. So, Clark and Lex would not actually meet until Clark was 15 and Lex was 21. So, yeah. So, Lex, he's returned back to Smallville. So, one day he's just driving on his car when Clark saves him, and that starts a friendship. But it also starts, a little bit of weirdness for Lex, because, Lex, wants to discover more about Clark's secret. And he's also not happy with Lana and Whitney together. That's why he's always trying to do things to get Clark and Lana together. Yeah. There was even one episode where, in episode 5, he gave Clark tickets, because Whitney wasn't around. He gave Clark tickets to see, a band, but unfortunately, after learning that Sean Cal killed someone, froze someone, he unfortunately had to leave, and Lana and Whitney went home together. Yeah. But after Lana spraining her leg, she went. I know this is about Lex, but this story has something to do with Lex. So she goes to Lex, and yeah, Lex, he's not like Whitney. He's like, how was the date and all that stuff. So yeah, so also Lex got a girl. Lex had a girlfriend named Victoria Hardwick, who, another girl that liked Lex, Amy Palmer, did not like her and thought that she was just ruining Lex's time. This was episode 10. So yeah. So and then they bought Cadmus Labs. And then, probably from them, Lex and Clark continued their friendship. Lex hired this guy named Roger Nixon to, discover what happened to the day Clark saved him. But Roger Nixon, being the reporter that he is, keeps going into Clark's life, and Lex is like, hey, this is over. The Kents are off limits. But Roger Nixon not listening, goes goes to the Kent. And in the finale, Lex and Lionel get into a fight, and Lionel, and in the season 2 premiere, Lex saves Lionel, but when Roger Nixon attempts to take Clark to the public because he was kryptonite out, Lex shoots Roger Nixon, and kinda looks like he's burying the hatchet with Jonathan. So yeah, and then the second episode is revealed that Lex has a fiance named Desiree Atkins, but not actually a fiance because she's actually kissing him and using her powers to make him do whatever she wants, which is like, come on, lady. But when Lex finally finds out, she tries to kiss Clark to make him kill Lex. But when that doesn't work, she tries to pin it on Clark by telling Lex that it was Clark's fault, and Clark tried to do it to her, but Lex, they get married, but Lex finally comes onto it, and Clark uses his new heat vision to save Lex from a bullet that Jonathan, under the control of Desiree Atkins, shoot it at him. And yeah. So yeah. So yeah. And what happened? And then Lex and Lana get more closer, because remember, as I said in my Lana video, Whitney left the season because Eric Johnson didn't want to be on the show anymore. So yeah, so Lex and Lana got closer. But in season 3, Lex meets Dr. Helen Bright, who's revealed to be who is met Dr. Helen Bright in season 2, but they divorce when they go on their second honeymoon. They divorce when Lex comes back from an island that she put him on, and they divorce because she's evil, and we never see her again. Because I guess the writers were like, we don't need his character again. So yeah, another marriage that Lex had that fell down. And this is the start of this is at the end of the season. Clark does discover Lex's secret and is like, hey, we're over, we're not friends anymore. But that kind of season 2, season 2, and yeah, and season 2 is when they're still not friends, but Lex is still wanting Clark to be friends with him, and he's like, hey, buy my friendship to give the football team, which Clark joined this season, and Jason Segel, his boyfriend, New Jersey's, isn't gonna buy his friendship. So yeah. So and then and this is where we see Clark and Lex do regain their friendship again. But Lex does get Jason Teague fired from the school. He reveals to the school board that Lana and Jason were dating, and Lana first blames Clark, and Clark goes to Lex and he's like, why'd you? And Lex is like, hey, Jason and Lana don't belong together. But he's like, why'd you do it? We don't get an answer to why he did it. Actually, we get an answer to why he did it when he tells Lana. He's like, hey, Lana, I'm the one who got Jason fired, not Clark. And he's like, then why'd you do it? He's like, because I want to protect You want it? And she's like, I didn't need that kind of protection. So yeah. So Jason and Lex, they start working together. This is where Jason went down the evil side of the story. But yeah. So then they kept looking for the stone, but they kidnapped Lex. Jason's mom, they kidnapped Lex. Lionel shoots Jason. Fake shoots Jason T. Because, he comes back in the finale. Shoots him down the river. Somehow Jason survives that, but, yeah. So, yeah. And then the finale. So then in the finale, here's what happens. Jason does come back, but Lana discovers Lana's ancestor, possesses Lana's body one last time, kills Genevieve Teague, and Lex walks in on a terrified Lana with blood on her hands and a dead Miss Teague. So, and she confronts Lex about how she didn't need, she doesn't know how she did it, and all this stuff. So then, in season 5, we see the destruction of Clark and Lex's friendship. Their friendship finally breaks because Clark discovers that Lex is like hiding them, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Lex, but there's been so many times that I wanted to be friends with you, but now I can't." So yeah, and this is where Lex like creates a super soldier serum. Like he tries to, I'm gonna say Captain America, but he tries to create a perfect soldier, but it fails. He tries to control Lois's friend. Finally, bring Lois into this. I mean, your name is Lois. Lois's friend Wes Keenan. He controls them, but Wes tries to fight it, and they still don't control him, but he tries to fight it, and yeah. So then episode 5. So then this season, at some point in episode 16, hired a girl named Simone, and said that if she broke up with Clark and Lana, and because after they broke up the first time, he hired Simone to do it the second time, and that just fully broke them up for the season, and it got Lana into Lex's arm. And this is where you see the evil side of Lex. Because season 6 is where Lex manipulates and twists Lana's emotions like no tomorrow. He fakes a pregnancy. He makes, and I said this in my Lana episode, but he fakes a pregnancy. He makes her think that, yeah, and then, Lionel, finally being redeemed, but they were like, no, we can't have him redeemed, tells Lana that, oh yeah, I'll hurt Clark if you don't marry Lex. So she does it out of, fear for her best friend, that after discovering Clark's secret, she's doing it out of fear that Lionel will kill Clark with kryptonite. I was kind of mad at this, but I get why. She just discovered something that changed her life, discovering that her best friend has power, and hearing that her fiance's dad, or ex-fiance now, but fiance's dad is going to hurt her superpowered best friend that she just learned had superpowers, freaked her out. And I just hate when Lyle says welcome to the family line. I just hate that. Knowing what he did to her, knowing that he, that Lionel told Lana this, it's just, I don't like it. I just love in the one thing I like about this season is the finale when Lana says that she loves Clark. I just like that because one, Lex manipulated her. He got into her ear. He made Dark Lana happen. Yeah, and this is all. And then in season 7, Lex, you know, does the unthinkable. He kills his father because he does the unthinkable. He kills Lionel Luthor in season 7, episode 16, which is one of the best episodes because of Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum's acting. It's one of the best episodes because of that. And that's where we kind of. And then in the finale, Lex just, uses the orb, the purple orb, and just disappears. That's last we see of Lex. I know there's a lot of Lex in the season, but I'm just going to mention that. But Lex does not return until season 10, episode 22, the series finale, where I think he kills Tess Mercer. I can't exactly remember. But yeah, he kills Tess Mercer, and I think he puts her in a robotic suit. My mind has not seen the finale yet. Has not, reviewed it yet, but come on. But come on. And that is the story of Lex Luthor. Lex was just a normal guy until him and his friendship with Clark was broken beyond repair. It was broken before, but Clark decided to give him a second chance, and this just broke Lex. He even said that he stopped reading his Word Angel comics because he and Clark weren't friends, which is very sad. But the worst part of it is that he could have had the future that he wanted. He could have had the future that he saw in Lexman, where he was married to Lana. He had one kid, but he decided to fake her pregnancy, and that just ruined him. That just ruined his marriage with Lana. He could have done everything right, Lex. I get it, they wanted, a comic story of Lex trying to make Lana pregnant, but come on, fake pregnancy, but come on, Lex. He wanted that he wanted that, happiness that he had, but he had to fake her pregnancy, and he wouldn't have if he hadn't have done that, and he and Lana, were pregnant, he would have had the kid that he had in the future flash forward. He would have had it. But anyway, the story of Lex Luthor is sad but tragic. It's sad because we saw a good man go down the path of evil and ending up doing unthinkable acts, like, making Lana think she's pregnant, killing his father, doing a bunch of other crazy stuff that a normal person wouldn't do. Lex is a tragic person because of how far, because we know that he and Superman become nemesises, all that stuff, all that jizzy jazz, and I can't even say jizzy jazz, but anyway, I can't believe I just said jizzy jazz, but anyway, but yeah, Lex is like one of those guys. He's like, oh yeah, Lex thought that Lex, because of Lana dying in that alternate timeline, Lex changed. Because of Lexness' event, that's when Lex went down the dark path, thinking that money and power were better than what love and happily ever after. That is dark. That is really dark. Lex is really he's one of those villains where you're like, oh yeah, he's a good guy, but when he transfers to the dark side, you start to dislike him because he did a lot of messed up stuff. Like, Lex did a lot of messed up stuff. He did a lot of messed up stuff, people. I'm sorry for doing that. But he did a lot of messed up stuff. And he tried to create his own super soldier program, like Captain America, but instead of trying to give someone superpowers, he tried to control the person to do what he wanted. he killed his dark side when Clark went into Lex's mind. He saw the good and dark sides of Lex, and Dark Lex tortured Clark and kind of tortured a lot of people by seeing Clark and Lana, Clark and Lex sleeping together, which I still think was awful and that was evil. I'm a big Colin shipper. I'm also a big Close shipper. I'll probably do a Close video. Don't worry. Your Colin and Close videos are coming. I promise. They're going to be separate. They're not going to be a part of this series. So I need to be a part of this series, okay? But yeah. But Lex, he's, weird. Not weird. But he's, he even killed his dark side. I'll talk about episode 7, episode 16, where he killed Lionel Luthor. That episode, I reviewed it. I got a little praise for it. It was a really good episode. In that episode, Lex is, dealing with, he's not dealing with guilt. He's not dealing with grief. He's dealing with, how he thought he had to do it. And that is great acting from Michael Rosenbaum. That is some great acting from Michael Rosenbaum. He's a great actor. Michael Rosenbaum has a podcast. If you want to see more from him, check his podcast. It's called... Yeah. Michael Rosenbaum is such an amazing actor, and this episode showed it. Even episode 18 of season 7, Apocalypse, also showed that Michael Rosenbaum is a great actor. Because I'll talk about that timeline. In that timeline, Clark never came to Earth. So Clark's cousin Kara was adopted by the Luthors and named Linda Lee. Yeah, Linda Lee. And I don't know why she wasn't named Linda Luthor or Kara Luthor. But yeah, Linda Lee. Okay. And she was a secretary for Lex Luthor, and she knew that Milton Fine was a bad guy. But Lex, him being too corrupt and crazy with power over being the president, didn't want to listen to anything his secretary had to say, and thought that he would, as I said in my review, create the 100 before the 100. He thought that he would, restart the world, make everyone follow him, and he actually did almost blow up the world. And it was actually Jor-El who put Clark through that, to show Clark that he was meant to be on Earth for a purpose. But yeah, as I said in my review for the episode, if you haven't seen it, go watch episode 7, episode 18. It's a very amazing episode. I love Michael Rosenbaum acting. I also the behind the scenes. There was a thing when I was on the episode that said Michael Rosenbaum had temperature where he said, "I'm the crapping president." I'm going to say crapping because that's how I say things. But yeah, he said, "I'm the crapping president." Because he didn't have his cue cards, and Clark's like, or Tom Long was like, "Dude, did you or did you not memorize that?" I love that. I just love this episode. So yeah, and thank you to It Sucks or Doesn't It for giving me this idea. I like his ideas. His ideas are very awesome. Also, all my subscribers, if you want to see more Smallville, sorry. The real Jim's the Simpsons history, so kind of gets confused. If you want to see more Smallville histories, I will do more. So, yeah. So, next episode is probably a Smallville review or Supreme Teenage Witch review, because I love doing those. Love that show. Love listening to her. So, comment, subscribe. Okay, I like Messenger Heart. Comment, subscribe. Also, I love Supreme Teenage Witch the show. It's such a good show. So, comment, subscribe. Okay, have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you next Smallville Histories.